And now, making their podcast debut at a combined weight of the Face Beat Heels High Podcast.
Hey, you! You're listening to a wrestling podcast made by women.
If you don't like women or wrestling, you should probably just tap out now.
The views expressed on this podcast are those mostly based on personal opinion, and any toxic masculinity brought to the attention of the host will be openly mocked via public forum. Seriously though, we will make fun of you.
We're not affiliated nor pretend to be affiliated with the WWE, NXT, or AEW.
We like to drink, laugh, and talk wrestling. So again, if you don't like to drink, laugh, or talk wrestling, you probably don't want to be listening to this podcast.
Can I get a hell yeah? Ooh, saw! Woo!
Okay.
I'm not wearing a bra.
And that is how we are starting. Start to our very first episode.
The last time I wore a bra was on my birthday on April 20th because I wanted to trick my body to think that we were going outside.
I have taken to just wearing chunky sweaters and no bra.
Yeah.
Chunky sweaters you can't tell.
Exactly. It's like, what?
Yeah.
What? Plus, you're locked in your house.
But then sometimes you're like walking to the store, like CVS, and you're like, bad.
Yes.
Well,
for those who are just tuning in, that's Claudia and Christina talking about their anti-bra movement. Go.
Welcome to our very first, well, I guess, soft SAWFT episode. This is what, our soft launch before we officially launch.
Yes.
Next Tuesday.
Yeah.
But we are coming at you. I am one of your hosts, Claudia, aka Princess Jellybean. We also have Jerry in the building, aka Wild Spice.
Whoop whoop.
And we also have the one and the only, Christina the Baker Contreras.
What's up?
We're all
Lover of
here.
Samoans.
Here to talk wrestling, here to talk
Samoa
no bras,
forever. Correct.
anti-bra movement, wrestling, a lot of other things coming up. We're excited. I'm excited to be here.
I'm excited.
I know the
Oh,
listeners don't know, but we've been doing private test episodes just to like find our voices, and we've had so much fun. So we're excited to finally launch this test episode.
Yes.
I am terrified. I'm like, today's going to be the moment. Today's going to be the day when my mic breaks, when my computer explodes. Like, no, girl, you don't get this.
I texted the group chat with all of us and was like, I'm so excited. I'm going to throw up. I feel like I'm going to throw up. Like, am I going to say everything right?
What?
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 Yeah, that's how we're starting. Well, okay, so for those who don't know, we like to start the show with a cheers because we are going to be drinking throughout this podcast. Feel free to drink with us. We're going to be launching like cocktails every week if you guys want to like specifically sit down on a Tuesday and have like a virtual happy hour with us and drink.
We will be drinking, so please join us.
Yes, basically.
Themed cocktails, no less, correct?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Themed cocktails, correct. We got something special cooking up for Cinco de Mayo.
Whoa.
Exciting. Cheers to our very first official episode.
Oh,
drink to that.
I'll let you know too. Dre has also just received her microphone. So if we
Oh no, is it like going away?
in and out a little bit, but it sounds good now.
But why?
like we said, this is our soft launch. We are all stuck inside. We do not have as many resources in our living room as we would have really liked to, but we're trying to get there. And Amazon is taking particularly long delivering things. So please bear with us. We will get better.
We will get better. I haven't moved it. I'm just gonna let it sit. Is it better?
Doesn't like you.
Yeah, sounds good.
You mean rude?
Rude.
All right.
Like me.
Okay.
We also dropped our Meet the Divas episode, which should be below this one. So if you guys want to listen, it's a little getting to know you episode. If you guys care about who we are, if you want to know more about us, can we drink now?
Yes. Yes, we can always drink.
Cheers.
We're cheersing.
You're here.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Speaking of drinking, which is something we all love to do, I know we didn't start doing this, but we started doing it, a couple weeks ago, and we really liked it, so we're going to keep doing it, which is dedicating shots. So how this works is throughout the episode, each of us have a shot that we can dedicate to anything that happens in the wrestling world. It can be something like Drew McIntyre pulling the pants off of a tiny
Angel
child.
Garza.
It could be a favorite outfit moment. It could be literally anything that we want to dedicate our shot to. So over the course of the episode, when you hear this sound,
Damn, that's
Yes.
ominous.
yes, that is the Undertaker bell. When you hear this sound, that means that one of the 3 shots has been dedicated. So if you hear that sound,
Please drink.
please pour a shot, drink with us. We're, here. We're doing our thing. Let's go. Let's get
All
into
right.
it. What's next?
Okay, so today we are going to start with Raw, since it's what we've got freshest in our minds, and in all honesty, it was the better out of the 3.
I agree.
So we're gonna start with Raw, then we're gonna go on with NXT, and we're gonna finish with SmackDown so that we can dedicate some extra time to our Zaddy Triple H.
Yeah,
Yes.
Daddy. Okay, well,
Take it away, Jerry.
Oh my God. Raw.
Raw was everything. Dude, my neighbors have to hate me. I was stomping up and down. I was screaming. I was living my best fucking life. Okay, but my first note, literally I wrote MVP Lounge, why? And then why again in all caps with several exclamation marks. That was really weird, but I guess like they have to kind of work with what's happened, like fill in some time.
Right.
So
Don't have champagne on the stage if you're not going to drink it.
that.
Right?
Or
That's the
break it.
law.
Or break it on top of somebody's head.
Something. Yeah. Give me something. And those were also,
Something.
can we talk about how those were futons? Those were clearly futons. Like, where did they pull those from? I'm grossed out.
It was
Those were absolutely ridiculous, out of like a freaking basement in the 70s.
It was
like a
ridiculous
porno.
all around. It was crazy. But obviously it was like, let's get these people excited for Money in the Bank. Okay, so, which obviously who isn't? But when Selena came out once again, I was like, are you kidding me? But are y'all ready for this? I'm about to do something that I'm probably never going to do on this podcast again. I'm about to pay a compliment to Selena Vega.
Fuck off.
I know. I'm sorry, Christina. That outfit, though, let's be real. Give credit where credit's due. That bitch walked down that ramp in those ridiculous shoes.
I was really waiting for her to fall on her face. Wrote it down.
You
It's right
hated
here.
it? I loved it. I was like, if I had that body, I would be rocking that outfit for sure at WrestleMania or something.
It says right here, can she just fall while walking? I hate her.
I mean, yeah,
Those are my
I liked
notes.
it. You didn't like her
What
outfit?
was happening with those pants?
She was
What was
fantastic. I
happening
just
with
hate
those
her.
I love those pants. They were my favorite part.
Okay. I know that this is not even what we're on right now, but before we move forward, I just want to point out that Samoa Joe was looking fine.
I knew it.
Particularly
Wow. How long? Wait,
Listen,
not even 10 minutes. Under 10 minutes
Listen.
for the first Samoan love shout
Listen.
out. I can't. I knew you were going to do it. I literally wrote down, Christina is going to talk about Samoa Joe. I knew it.
Listen, I have never been particularly a fan of Samoa Joe. I like him, but it's like, okay, you are that Samoan. It's fine. But yesterday I was like, oh, Joe! Damn, Joe! All right.
Can we also talk about how he looked so uncomfortable? Like,
Yeah,
I don't
he
know
really
what,
did.
like his eyes were blank. Like he
Yes.
didn't know what to say.
Totally glossed over. He was just like, I'm here. What?
His
He's
eyes
also
were telling me. His eyes were
was
like, I don't want to be here.
He was doing the least amount of talking, but taking up the most amount of screen. So I couldn't stop looking at him.
Yep.
I mean, he looked good, but it was like these tiny 2 men compared to him.
Can't stop looking at you. Oh,
Okay.
man. Okay, well,
Please
so then
go on.
basically,
That was my moment.
Selena and her trolls came out to challenge the Money in the Bank people to give up their titles. That was so ridiculous. But I love when Mysterio called her out and was like, no, you just want to fight us. So we gonna fight. I
Damn
thought
right,
that was going
Mysterio
to
all
be
day.
Yeah, I thought that was gonna be like the match of the night, like later. But then they got right into it. So I was like, oh shit, okay. So, but dude, when Mysterio fights, it's like watching ballet.
He's amazing.
He's
It's
fantastic.
like so fucking graceful. It's so, oh God, it's gonna be crazy. And and essentially the match did its job. It's getting us hyped to see Money in the Bank.
Absolutely.
I wasn't prepared to see Aleister Black get that ass whooping. I wasn't ready for that.
Do you know
That
that
was
Selena
fucking
Vega's
unexpected.
dating Aleister Black?
What?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh man.
Selena Vega's dating Aleister Black.
The
I'm
difference
weirded
in
out by that.
height. The difference in height, though.
I have many questions.
I don't know how that works.
I'm confused.
Also, did they put that whole ass lift in the stage just for him?
I guess they had to. When he came out of the grave,
He has to like
grave.
he has to like sneak out. Like he probably has to sneak out in the dark and like lay down.
I was like, wow,
to
he's
be
really
then
going all
risen.
out. Oh my gosh. What else happened? Oh, I wrote, because of that match, I wrote Apollo fucking Crews. Oh
That
my
man.
God. He
Oh
was,
my God.
dude, I'm telling you, Raw was crazy. It was like such a roller coaster of emotions, because later when he ends up fighting Andrade, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Later when he ends up fighting Andrade, that was like heartbreaking to watch. I could not believe.
Let me
Okay.
tell you what I need from Apollo and what I've been wanting from Apollo for so long. I think that he is technically such a good wrestler.
Yep.
I want him to be like that character in Dodgeball where he's super nice, like everybody's best friend, like so smiley and fun. And then he sees someone messing with his wife and he gets fucking mean. Like
Right.
I need him to have that. Like, I don't want him to be nice all the time, but I saw it a little bit when he cracked that guy across the face.
Oh my God. Okay. So I wrote right here that slap
Yes.
with several P's.
It
I-
literally slapped.
I would like to dedicate
No?
a collective. Yes, girl.
Damn, I wasn't going to do it for that one.
No. I think that we should dedicate a collective shot. So, like, have a bonus shot.
No
For that
bonus
slap,
shots.
'cause
You're
that-
trying to kill us. No.
Why not?
Your shot.
No,
I'll do it, because I was going
Okay.
to do it anyway. So I was going to
no,
dedicate.
because I have my shot for something else. Okay, do you? Okay.
I'm going to dedicate my shot to
Yes.
Apollo Crews' right fucking hand and the mammoth slap that he fucking served to Andrade. That
Cheers.
was the slap heard around the world.
That was
slap.
fantastic.
To that.
Shot number
Cheers.
1. Cheers. What's
Burned so good. All right.
Too early.
Yeah, so that's what I need from Apollo. I love that he's getting a push. Honestly, he was on the back burner for a long time.
It really
and
was.
I really like that he's getting a push. I can respect if he gets put out for Money in the Bank, because if he was in Money in the Bank, he probably would have just been set up to fail.
Yeah.
I
that's
kind
true.
of like the fact if he's hurt and he cannot fight, I kind of like the fact that he's not in it, because it keeps me rooting for him.
I agree.
So-
I agree. He really has finally, like, he is such a good face.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? He's really good on the mic. He's really
Yes.
good with what he does. But I totally agree with what you've been saying. He's cannon fodder. He would have been cannon fodder for Money in the Bank.
Yeah.
So I'm
Yeah.
piggybacking.
All
off
right,
of you.
moving
Please
on.
go on. Yes.
Moving on to the match that never started. Nia versus Asuka versus Shayna. Bro. I was legit, first of all, scared, because for those who don't know, I'm legit terrified of Shayna. Like, I feel like that bitch walks with demons and she has them on her side, and and like, it doesn't matter how good of a wrestler you are, she will just, like, the demons will help her win or like hurt you to the max. And because it's baby girl Nia and she's been in surgery, I was scared, but Nia
I was too.
shut that shit down so fast.
Real
When
fast.
Shayna tried to be as dirty as she usually is, and Nia was like, bitch, not today. And then she threw them both into the match and then just full on threw out the thing. Like, she's a fucking beast. If she doesn't win Money in the Bank, that's going to be the greatest, like, I'm not even prepared to face that a week from today.
I wrote here, bulldozed by a ladder. Because that is what happened.
That is what happened. She just, like, she picked it up and just went, shoom, tossed it like a
There
marshmallow.
was a battle cry. She grabbed that fucking thing and she just went, ah! forward. And I'm like, oh my God. I was so scared. I was scared for Asuka and sure, Shayna. But I was like, yes, my girl.
I know I'm our like fashion consultant and always notice what's happening on people's bodies, but those lace cutouts on her last night last night were working for her. I feel like the WWE, especially when it comes to women and like big powerful women, they have a hard time dressing them. And I don't know if that comes from like what like Nia is putting in or what like the team is putting in on the other side, but those cutouts were beautiful, like showing her chest and then on her arms as well, and I think they were like on her thighs as well, but like sexy, like
she is a model. She has modeled. She has a very good sense of fashion.
Right.
So she probably has been putting on a lot of input. Be like, listen, girl, I am a superstar.
Yes.
I am here to stay. I deserve my moment. Work with me because I will not keep looking like a little tank when I'm coming down that fucking thing.
Right. And it was so like before, like her look was so solid that I feel like I don't know. I just feel like it wasn't there for me. But now, like with the cutouts, I love it.
Yeah.
Yep.
She's legit like one of the most stunning women I've ever seen in my life. She's fucking
really
gorgeous.
is.
Her face, like when she did that backstage interview with Charlie, and she was like, oh my God. She was like, she had like stone cold look in her eyes, and I was like, this bitch, I'm so attracted to her.
Poor Charlie, bro. Charlie, like, how much did I pay that girl to get yelled at like that? Like, when she was like,
girl.
What does she have that I don't have? Nothing. This and this and this. Nothing. Let me answer for you. Nothing! And then
Charlie
is
just
like,
let me live in my
the size of her leg. Oh God. Okay, moving.
She was not ready.
All right, moving on.
Moving on. We have
Like
Ruby
Joe
versus
said.
mistakes for me. All right, so we have Ruby Riott versus Liv Morgan, the sequel. Don't really know why we had to watch that again.
Nope.
Oh wait, well, Liv survived the riot kick, so that was insane. Did you see Ruby's face when she when she kicked out? That was wild.
I was bored.
And then I guess we have really nothing else I want to talk about except for Drew McIntyre.
Wait. Before we get to that, I think we need to touch on the return of Jinder Mahal and the squash match that happens, because in my own personal opinion, and I would love to know your opinions, I don't think a squash match does anything. Like I think that me watching you as a like fucking 10-foot man beat the shit out of like a tiny child is gonna help. Like I'm not gonna be like, oh, he's super more strong.
No,
right.
I just feel like that poor guy is going to the hospital. Like the poor
it's like you're just setting him up to fail.
Yeah,
that's what happened.
Yeah.
And I just think like my own personal opinion is that I don't think that squash matches like do anything.
I don't think so either. I don't like it. They annoy me. I will get to that. I'll get to that for SmackDown because it's been happening for the past 3 weeks. I'll get to that. I have a question though. Which match was it? Two black wrestlers with a black ref lady. Who was it? It was right before the Liv Morgan. I don't remember. All I wanted to say, and I should have written this down, was that in my opinion, that was one of the most diverse moments in freaking television at the moment, because we had two black wrestlers, a black lady ref. We had, right? Oh, yeah. It's, what's his face? Lana's
Bobby Lashley?
Oh, Bobby Lashley. Yes.
The Bobby Lashley match.
Right.
Bobby Lashley.
It was over so fast, so that's why I don't remember.
Exactly. It was unnecessary, but I really wanted to mention that because it was a totally unnecessary match, but I really appreciated just what it did for TV. Like, all in all, counting Samoa Joe and Byron commenting, there was only one white person on screen. Everybody else was the person of color, and I was oh, hell yes.
Love that.
I am here for it.
I also too before we get into the god that is Drew McIntyre, I do want to just give a shout out because I have been a Ricochet fan. I would like to go back on what I said in the Meet the Divas episode. Ricochet definitely makes my list. I love him.
They're really good.
That poor boy needs to be given pants though, because he was pulling wedgies out of his nether regions that whole match. And I really hope I hope they get a push.
Ricochet and Cedric?
Yes.
I think they are. I think that's where it's like heading because they're getting a lot of
he was kind of buried for a little while though. I'm not gonna lie.
He's also a snack. Just saying.
Oh.
And that brings up an interesting point too, because something that I think I read about it was the fact that when people come up from NXT, they usually get a huge push and then are completely buried.
Right.
And I think that really happened with Ricochet. So I'm really hoping that he gets back on it, because I find him so entertaining, and I also think he's really cute too.
He is super cute, and I'm totally people of color making it into the ring.
Yes. And I like the two of them together too. I think that they're
very good.
really well.
Tag team. I like them. I like them.
Yeah. All right, let's do it. Let's do it. Go ahead, Drew. You have a couple minutes.
All right, listeners, here's the tea. I hate Seth Rollins with every fucking fiber of my being. And I wish y'all could have been in my living room last night listening to the words that were coming out of my mouth. I full on, no joke, guys, I stood up and was cursing at the TV, flipping it off. And I was like, fuck you, you little motherfucking piece of shit, you little fucking half of a worm with two heads. Like, I was just going off because he came out first. But then when Papi Chulo, Drew McIntyre, came out with his hair pulled back, y'all, in his all black, looking like a ninja assassin, like looking like the father of Gerard Butler, looking like everything I need in my life.
I said, give me some Drew McIntyre in jeans and sneaks and a leather jacket any day, every day.
He was just, he was walking down that aisle like a tall glass of water. And I was like, I am parched. Come to me.
There is also something very sexy about just being like, not even grabbing the microphone, just being like, let's do it.
This is
he doesn't care.
He's like, let's do it right now.
I'm like, yes. I was legit gonna say that when he just rolled up, the confidence that this man has, just like his swagger and demeanor and everything, and he just fucking Seth just sitting there, like just seething. You can just see it, and then he just goes up and signs, and he's like, "Go ahead, take your 30 minutes. It's gonna take you to sign this contract." I was like, cackling. I could not be more fucking hyped for Money in the Bank. And then sure enough, he's just sitting there. Seth Rollins says his bullshit thing about how I don't even want to take it, but I have
there's also something really, I think, like, to touch on too. I don't think that they've done it before, at least in my history of watching wrestling, where like Drew McIntyre came down and Deadass was like, Jerry Lawler, you can bounce. Like, we all know what happens. I don't need you here.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever seen that.
That's right. Drew is keeping it so real. Like, I am loving the fact that we don't have any audiences so that he can really shine on that. He has been shining for the past 3 weeks. I'm like, oh, sir, your one-liners are spot on.
And he's just like, it's just like effortless. He's just like, no, I'm a person.
I just need him to hold me together. If I ever meet Drew McIntyre, I need him to just hold my head,
hold your head,
and just be like, "That'll do." Just
rock you back and forward, just rock you like a baby.
Just for a second, like, oh my god,
I also please need to talk about him launching that table into space.
My god,
yes,
it hit me right in the field, right in my basket region.
I'm telling you, I was like battle crying in my apartment. I don't even understand. I was like, how much did that table weigh? Did you do that?
I just kept on screaming. I just
screaming at the TV. My favorite part, full on calls him a piece of shit to his fucking face. He was like, you're full of shit. I was like, yes. Oh my god. Hello. Are we in love?
Can we also talk about him like shedding his shirt like a snake skin and taking his hair out?
Bitch, like, I was screaming, take it off in my house with my
that combined with him way. I felt like I had to be respectful because there were people around me.
Oh my god, that was literally everything I ever wanted. I was like, I almost like ripped my shirt open and just screamed like a werewolf. I was so fucking
hulking it out like
And then when Seth was getting his ass whipped, like, that literally gave me everything. And then of course, like, his little piece of shit like lackeys come over to try to like, because Seth could never by himself, and then he just fucking hugs him. Oh my god, when he looks at him right before,
I thought they were gonna kiss.
I literally said that. I literally yelled, "Kiss!"
Yeah, me too. I did that too. I was like, "Are they gonna kiss? Are they gonna kiss?" You guys should kiss.
And then Drew was like, "Oh, is this your sacrificial lamb?" I'm like, Seth, did you not see? Or actually, Murphy, did you not see him literally take on like the three, like, and then take off the pants off of fucking Angel Garza? Like,
say it.
on agree. That shit was fucking iconic. I'm so happy he's the champion right now. Like that, I have never been more hyped for a pay-per-view event, I think, in my life than to see Seth Rollins get the shit beat out of him.
Beat the fuck out of him.
God.
Do we think that one glove is for sanitary purposes, or
what was
happening?
up with that? I was like, I texted you guys. I was like,
you know what I literally wrote down when I saw that glove? I literally wrote down, okay, Seth, why don't you just go join Bray Wyatt in his fucking Firefly Funhouse, you fucking fuck. I was so mad. You fucking weirdo. Get out of here with your one fucking glove.
Did what's his face also have a glove though? Did I see that?
No.
Did Murphy didn't have one?
no.
I thought Murphy had one on the opposite hand.
Oh,
for
I thought you were
some
talking about
reason.
Drew. I'm not sure.
If somebody knows and can comment on it, let us know, listeners.
Send us an email.
Please do.
I full on. I just watched that shit again today because it was so fucking good. All right, well that's it for Raw.
So good. NXT.
Let's do it, Claudia.
Okay.
Baby.
All right. So compared to the savagery that happened on Raw, NXT was fairly uneventful. Did you guys get a chance to watch or no?
Sure
I did.
Okay. So we open up with like Finn Balor, who was supposed to fight Velveteen Dream, who was really excited about seeing that match.
I was very excited about that. I love me some Finn.
Magically nowhere to be found. There has been a struggle backstage. The refs come in. Nobody's there. Nobody's home. So Finn Balor is pulled from the match. The one thing I was excited about seeing. So basically Velveteen Dream gets in the ring and he talks about new levels, new devils, which I think if I can like pray to the rest of the gods, I think that means a demon.
I was just thinking about you when we were like, when I was watching it, I was like, oh my God, Claudia, because we had just talked about this.
Love.
I got so hyped up. I was like, oh, the demon is coming back.
I fucking hope. Is it worth it to do that without a crowd?
Yeah, I don't know.
That's the thing. Like, would they put it off until, I don't know. Like, I just feel like, honestly, I feel like Finn could carry it without a crowd, and it's a fucking demon, and like, we would all be hyped in our living rooms. Yeah. But I don't know. I feel like his entrance is one of those entrances where he like, when he puts his hands up for, everyone does it, and it's part of what makes him like, exactly. Yeah. So I don't know. Anyways.
Well, but think about it. Maybe now with this, and because not a lot can be done without an audience, actually a lot can be done without an audience. I agree. Just picture this like rock, like 80s rock music video situation that they play just right before Finn walks out. I mean, does NXT even have the budget for that? They probably don't. But what I'm saying is, I think that it would really work out. I think that it's time to bring the demon back.
I agree.
And I think that's something really cool. If they're gonna be doing some bullshit with Bray Wyatt with his stupid, like, I don't know, like play school bullshit little thing that he has now, Funhouse situation, then I hate the doll. Count the dolls. Count the dolls when you go into a room, and count the dolls when you're about to leave the room. Make sure it's the same amount of dolls. So I'm just thinking that Finn could really, like, they could really work something out real cool for the demons entrance. I mean, without an audience.
It could even be a I don't remember what they called it. What did they call the graveyard match? It was like an out of ring or something like that.
Yeah, the boneyard match.
Yeah, I know it was called the boneyard match, but it was like out of the actual ring. It was like more like a movie. I just don't know. Yeah,
production
right.
Value.
Moving on though, Velveteen Dream's in the ring. Of course, Adam Cole, Roderick Strong, Bobby Fish come and attack him, and then the little noodle baby man that is Keith Lee comes to his rescue. Keith Lee is Keith Lee. He is one powerful motherfucker. I'll say that. But he's also one of those like nice guys.
Yeah,
you know.
I like him. I wrote here, Keith Lee coming out of nowhere to beat the shit out of the Undisputed Era. Yeah. Because that's what he did.
He did. Something that was in NXT that I haven't seen in a while is there were 3 different cruiserweight matches, which I'll touch on really fast.
Right.
Kudisha versus Tony Nese, whatever. That was a great match. I just do need to, as the fashion consultant, ask why he was dressed up like Marty McFly. Does anyone know? Is he? No, seriously, he was. Is he a time traveler?
I don't, girl.
That'd be cool.
I was like, real 90s of you, but like,
I
no,
can't
not
take
even. It's 80s.
I looked up from my TV to watch that, and I think my head just went right back down. I was like, I don't know
Yes.
what's happening.
What was he doing? I was like,
Is it?
motherfucker's dressed like Marty McFly.
Was it me, or was Kadisha like doing the helicopter on Nisa's freaking back? I was like, what are you doing? What is this? He was like, it was fantastic. Oh, I really, if that's okay with you, I would like to mention freaking. No.
Just kidding. Go ahead.
Raquel Gonzalez.
Wait. Before I get into that,
I'm sorry.
Let me just touch on the other cruiserweight matches because we'll just get those out of the way and then we can talk about Raquel because I'm really liking what she's doing and I want to hear what you have to say. But a spot comes on about Drake Maverick versus Jake Atlas. Drake Maverick, if he doesn't win, he's going to be fired, let go. And then directly after he loses. So don't really know what the point of that was. Also, it's time.
Laughing my ass off.
It's time for me to dedicate my shots. So let me just play the shit.
Ooh, scary.
I am dedicating my shot to Jake Atlas, who is gay.
Yay! Diversity!
So we can take our shot and then I'll talk about it. Cheers.
Okay. Cheers.
God. So what's great about this is I kind of got like some vibes from him. He did like his little spot, like talking about, he never said outright that he was gay, but he was, wherever he was, I like noticed some rainbows behind him from wherever he was doing his like little interview from. And then he had a rainbow sparkly jacket on, but it was never said outright. It wasn't in your face. And he won the match. I'm really liking it. And I think I said, like, on our test episode, like, maybe 2 weeks ago, I really wish that there was a gay wrestler. So,
Yep.
So, yeah. So, that's
This
it.
makes me so incredibly happy. Oh, my goodness.
I know. I love it. And it's not like, it's part of his story, but it's part of, like, his personal story, not part of his storyline.
I am loving it. Like, please let that bleed into the ring.
And he's a
we
nugget.
need it.
He's a little nugget. And I'm about it. Anyways, now we can get into Raquel Gonzalez because I like her.
Yes. Oh my goodness. She's a beast. She was
Badass.
destroying.
Yes.
Oh my God. Where is it?
I think that was like my favorite match of NXT that day.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
It was, I'm sorry. It was the saving grace to me.
Yeah.
To me, it was the saving grace match. Where is it? No, yeah, I just wrote Raquel Gonzalez is a beast.
Yeah.
ESL, second language. Oh my God.
I would love to see her. I don't know. I don't know what's going on with my girl Rhea. She hasn't been on in the last couple weeks. I don't think she's hurt, but maybe she's stranded somewhere or something. She can't get
Corona.
I don't know.
Oh yeah, maybe.
She's not sick. She's been posting on Instagram, so I don't think that she's like.
Is she
sick.
back? Where's she from? Is she British? No.
Yes.
Yeah. So maybe
she's not British, but she's not U.S.
Yeah. So maybe she can't get here or something because she's
maybe
been MIA since WrestleMania.
Yeah. So I don't know, or maybe she is hurt, but I would love to see Raquel Gonzalez and Rhea go head to head.
Oh my God, that's gonna be fantastic if that were to happen. I would love that. I would really like to see Raquel fight Bianca Belair.
Yes.
Like a Raquel Bianca, because they're both kind of like the same build and the same just overall not aesthetic. They are nowhere near each other.
Wild Spice showing off her Bianca Belair t-shirt that she got.
There she is
during our Meet the Divas episode.
Yeah, right.
Getting this package.
I think that the two of them together would make it for a very interesting, very like diverse match. I just think that they would beat the shit out of each other, and I really want to see that.
I do think that she might need like a little. She's like on the cusp of getting everything right. Like I think that I think that she's in the right place being in NXT still. Yeah. But I can see a call up coming, or even just a spot like maybe in Money in the Bank or the next pay-per-view, whatever that may be.
I would love that.
Moving
Give
on,
me some Raquel.
Moving on, we found out that the attack that was at the end of last week or 2 weeks ago, whatever it was Karrion Kross bringing quote unquote doomsday to NXT. Now, I know that I'm not an expert. I don't know who that is. They seem pretty badass. I don't know where they're coming from. moving on. Next week, Mia Yim is going to go one-on-one with Charlotte Flair, which we can talk about. And also Keith Lee will defend his championship against Damian Priest, who I like.
Yeah.
I like him. So yeah, Charlotte Flair and Mia Yim should be a good match.
Bro, I'm excited for that.
Yes.
Wait.
Yes. And then at the end, the Velveteen Dream and Keith Lee versus Adam Cole and Roderick Strong. Of course, Damian Priest comes and attacks Keith Lee mid-match, and then none other.
Oh my God.
Then our friend Dexter Lumis.
Oh my Lord.
Extends a gloved hand to Velveteen Dream with an ice cold stare to serve as his tag team partner and help him win the match against Adam Cole and Roderick Strong to close out NXT.
Oh my
and
God.
then just stares at him until the cameras turn off.
You can't see the goosebumps that I have all over my arms right now. Just you with that amazing fucking recap, Claudia. Dexter fucking Lumis, bro. Like
Dexter Lumis.
Dexter
you
freaking
literally have
Lumis.
to like whisper his name, and it's like Wicked Witch of the West. And it's like just
Still
scary. I love
still
it.
wearing khakis. I don't know what that's about.
Listen, I don't mind it. I find it weirdly disturbing and
That's why
extremely hot.
That's why it works, because
Yes.
it's weirdly disturbing. You know what I
Yes.
mean? Why would he wear
Yeah.
khakis? The most unsettling of all pants.
Right.
Listen, that that mustache is 1 week away from being a pedo stash. It's just
All right, let's get some scissors and clean that up. Jeez.
just hear me out. Hear me out. Like, it's so perfectly trimmed and kept, and I like it and I love it, but just give him 1 week and it can get real 70s up on that face.
It's all right.
I don't mind it. I like it. Just what? What?
I said he's gonna
Never mind. Moving on. Like, he's gonna take care of me. He's gonna take care of you. He's gonna take care of all of us.
I also just
Oh, hold on.
for
Rewind that
his
because you
Instagram, which I discovered this last
Oh my
week.
God.
Hold on, Claudia, repeat that because it cut out.
Oh, I just need to plug his Instagram as I fell into a WWE Instagram hole because he does this thing on his Instagram where he'll be like at a bar or like at a restaurant, and there's one where he's drinking a Bloody Mary. And so he's like drinking this Bloody Mary, like sipping on it. I think he's got like sunglasses on so you can't see his eyes. And then all of a sudden out of nowhere, he just takes whatever he's drinking, like insert drink here, and just pours it over his head.
Yep.
It's fantastic.
He's so weird. He also does, he's like an artist. He does like drawings for people, other people like in the WWE universe. And like, he like is an artist. Like there's a lot going on his Instagram. I encourage you to check it out. He's got cute dogs.
A lot of tiny dogs.
Yes.
Like perched on his big muscular, beautiful arms.
Yes.
Teeny tiny dog feeling so like king of the world
Yes.
and just like precious and like, I'm here. Thanks. And Dexter's just like, I got you. And I'm like,
Just so odd. Just so
weird.
odd. I'm about it. I like it.
I totally
like
love
it.
him. Like he was just extending that arm, so purposeful. And as soon as he got tagged in, he just destroyed.
Yes.
And I was like, oh yes.
So I know that like what I don't want I even know. What day is it? Was it I was like, this new guy, Dexter Lumis, I don't know what he's about, but I like it. And now, boom, done.
Dexter. Ooh.
Amazing. Okay,
I don't
let's
know.
move on
Yes,
to,
it was just last week.
Yeah, that's NXT.
SmackDown.
Alrighty. Do some SmackDown. Alrighty. Okay, so ESL, I'm sorry. I wanted to start with Lucha House Party. I have been vouching for them. They are great. I am loving what they're doing. At the very beginning, when Biggie and Kofi were just like, yeah, we're here, we won, we're amazing. This is all historical because we've been here 8 times, blah, 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 all of that. Lucha House Party was like, we are here. Let them see us. And I absolutely love that. I've said absolutely a lot. King Corbin, listen, after he did what he did to Elias, I fucking hate his guts.
Revenge for Elias.
Revenge for Elias.
Yes.
I do not appreciate this. Elias is hurt. We didn't get to see Elias sing on freaking Friday, and I don't like it.
King Corbin straight up robbed me of another Elias serenade, and for that, he will never be forgiven.
That is correct.
I also don't like him.
No, I don't like him either. I didn't like him before. I don't like him now. I didn't like him as a manager. I don't like him.
Did he pull his magic wand out again?
Yes, he did.
Yeah.
He did.
I think they said it too, and I was like, oh, that's the word scepter. I think it is.
Scepter,
And
yes.
I was like,
what are you doing? Who crowned you? Nobody.
Not
also,
me.
where do you keep that?
Up his butt.
Next to his bed. Two very different answers. I love it. Go on.
Right.
Also, could be the same though.
Yeah, it could be the same.
Dual purposes. Moving on. I really want to talk about Sheamus. For the past 3 weeks, Sheamus has been bringing some really weird energy onto the freaking ring. Listen, just as we were talking before, Claudia, like his matches make no matches make no freaking sense. They are so totally unnecessary. I'm really happy that Sheamus is back. I do like Sheamus as an athlete, but every single time, the whole Jeff Hardy thing right after, and his hatred towards Jeff Hardy at the end of every freaking match is like, all right, it was funny the first week. Okay, second week, but third week, come on.
Why are you coming for Michael Cole? He's just doing his job. Like,
Michael Cole.
I was just gonna ask, didn't he intimidate Michael Cole again?
Yes,
and it's
he was just like lurking behind him.
That is
just
not social
waiting
distance.
to be noticed. No.
That
That's not good social distancing.
No.
I could see it though. Why would you not? I mean, I know they're on different like programs, but why would you not do like Jinder Mahal versus Sheamus?
Oh my
I feel like that would be so much better than just like stupid squash matches where it doesn't make me think you're strong. It doesn't make me think you're a badass. Like,
exactly. Just bring them back. Like if they were hurt or if for whichever reason they weren't there, just bring them back. At the same time, have them have a decent match.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You know,
I'd rather watch
like
that than like watch somebody get their ass like literally.
Exactly.
Right.
Some quality match, but no. All we get is
a
Michael Cole
thing.
getting his headset ripped out of his head. That headset did not stand a chance.
He's just trying to feed his family. Like, why?
That's all he's trying to do.
Do you guys think that's a man thing? Where it's like, oh, like Vince is like in the back and he's like, I need you to look as powerful as possible. So I'm going to have you beat the shit out of this child.
Maybe.
Just destroy the equipment. Just destroy the equipment.
I feel like men are like, oh yeah, testosterone. And I'm like, why? That makes no sense. Like obviously
probably send an email to Vince and be like, hi. Just so you know, it doesn't make them look strong. It makes them look like bullies. Bye.
Yes. Exactly.
Bye.
Yes.
I do not like that.
Warmest regards.
All right, so
read my last email.
As per my last email, Vince,
we at Face Beat Heels High do not appreciate the bullying that is going on in your show.
Any toxic masculinity will be really mocked. I'm sorry, but
there you go. Mocked.
All right.
Alrighty. Okay, so then the Miz and Morrisons versus the Lucha House Party. Okay, listen, Lince Dorado is a freaking treasure. He's a fantastic athlete. He just like the way that he just flipped okay. I'm not saying a lot. I know the rum is starting to hit me. My apologies. It's too early for that. The one thing I want to mention about that is that you know how Morrison was all like, oh, but I do speak Spanish. Oh, you don't want to hear what he said to you because you won't like it. All of that bullshit. He said at one point when he had like his leg, who was it? Lince Dorado, I think, that he had against the bottom rope by his neck. He was like, te gusta la ropa. And I'm like.
You like the rope?
See, that's what he tried to say.
But what he said, do you like the
what it was? You like the clothes. It's like,
do you like these clothes? That's what he said.
Yes.
Wait, did we not talk about Forgotten Sons?
No.
We did not. My apologies.
All I want to say about Forgotten Sons is I feel like the Forgotten Sons are the ones that are protesting social distancing. That is the vibe I get from them. And that is all I need to say about them.
Yes.
I feel that.
You can move on.
Very
I just
accurate.
felt like
very accurate.
we needed to go over that because
No. I agree. I was like, I just rewatched SmackDown this morning and I was like, what are you doing? I'm sorry. Thank you for your service. Now move along.
right.
Goodbye.
All right,
yeah.
moving on.
So Lacey Evans versus Sasha for the Money in the Bank qualifier. I am so happy that Lacey won.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God.
Did she though? Technically she did. But Sasha had her pinned for 5. And that was some straight fucking bullshit. Now, I am also like, I'm glad, like, I prefer Lacey to Sasha, obviously, but that was not correct. Once again, Bailey fucked everything up. But like, if the ref wasn't fucking fighting
because that's just a Bailey move.
No, I know, but I'm saying like
that's just a Bailey move.
It kind of takes away for me Lacey's win, knowing that like you didn't really win, you did lose, and you're going to Money in the Bank because of a technicality, and it's
absolutely
not okay.
But isn't just what this is made of just technicalities?
Yeah,
like, that's wrestling.
I know, but like for me, like I like it to have like, yes, it's technicalities and all that, but like me knowing that
you would rather have a clean win.
Yeah,
absolutely. No, I agree with you.
And so, like, I feel like it's not. Like I feel like when I watch Lacey at Money in the Bank a week from Sunday on the WWE Network for $9.99, that it's gonna be that
we're not affiliated with the WWE.
Yeah, we're not affiliated, but I feel like it's just gonna kind of take it away from me for her. Like I'm not really invested in her winning because I don't think that she really deserves to be there.
But she's not gonna win. I'm sorry, Lacey. I like you as an athlete.
Wait,
like,
do we have another episode or no?
One more before Money in the Bank next week.
One more.
Sasha might challenge her for a rematch.
Maybe.
She might. Listen, I'm not opposed to that.
That'd be cool.
Dear Vince.
Dear Vince. That was not.
Listen, we don't like this because
let me give you some bullet points.
You need to hire refs who want to pay attention to the matches.
Yes.
Bye.
All right, so Lacey wins. Lacey, cool, yeah, whatever. I really like her aesthetic. I just noticed today that her tights have like the black line on the back, very 20s and 20s toward 50s of her, and I'm like, ooh, and her like bodice had like polka dots.
Girl, you know, like that's
so she's
Rosie the Riveter.
She's also, I know I said it, I think I said it on Meet the Divas, or maybe one of our other test episodes, but she's a Marine. She was literally a Marine.
Yeah. No, she's fantastic.
So I love that. I love her aesthetic, like paying homage to that, but also being like the classic, like pinup girl, you know?
I really, really like her. At first I didn't. When she first started coming out, right after the promo for her joining and whatnot, and she was wearing her all green, like navy green suit situation, I was like, girl, you're trying too hard. So Triple H.
No, wait, can I talk? I hate Dana Brooke. I just needed to say that.
Fucking hate Dana Brooke.
We hate every episode.
All right, Triple H, Zaddy time.
It's Zaddy well, we have arrived. Oh, bless. All of these years of career. 25 years of career. Holy crap.
25
all right.
Years, that's his like flashbacks and like his best moments that they've been giving us this week have brought me so much fucking life.
Love it.
Oh my God.
I want to dedicate my shot to Triple H's entrance and the fact that a PA took away his bottle of water so that he was not able to spit at the non-existent audience. And he was just so mad that he just like threw the little bottle cap, just like, fuck this. And he just moved on. And I was like, oh, quality. # Corona. So cheers.
Cheers to that. Wait, we didn't do the bell.
I played it. Let me play it again.
There she is. Alrighty. So that was my very first thing that I wanted to mention about Triple H.
That was so funny.
I think it's a little sad that there's no audience to celebrate with.
I agree.
He really deserved more. He's such a fantastic athlete, wonderful wrestler. He has had a very fruitful career marrying a McMahon. But anyways, Shawn Michaels was freaking savage. That man, hilarious. The moment that he got on the freaking ring, I was like, can you not? What was it? What did he say? Social distancing, buddy. Social distancing. I love you, but don't touch. He reminded me of Alec Baldwin playing Trump. Like that whole thing. I was like, oh, yeah, I see it. When he was like, all of the people who love you are here with you, buddy. And we have like an empty arena thing. It's not an arena, but you know what I mean.
I know the pan out when it panned out.
I was like, nobody. That is so rude. Fuck you. But you know, Daddy deserved it. He's had a wonderful career.
When we're out of here, like these matches, it's everything's just gonna be louder and just like even more all encompassing and wonderful. And I can't fucking wait.
I can't fucking wait.
They are like working so hard and there's no one there, and that's gotta be tough. It's gotta be tough.
I really want to be able to like properly scream my feelings.
Oh, I'm going to WrestleMania, you guys, and like I am not holding back. We all have
Let's
to go.
hope Corona's coming.
LA, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're all gonna go and stay with Jaree because she has the pull in LA. And her face right now, people, it's like, ooh, that's not gonna work out.
No.
But
Well, I stay with Dax. So
More Zaddy.
oh, Dax.
yes,
Huh? More Zaddy. My bad. Alrighty. Those calls throughout the entire thing were cute, but so unnecessary.
Yeah.
I
was disappointed.
So
Like,
was I.
Yeah.
I was really, I mean, it's Triple H. I was really hoping and expecting something bigger, more grandiose from him. He did not deserve to go with like such low spirits as he did.
Yes.
I appreciate the whole like, you're done here, buddy. Let's turn off the lights, go home.
Yeah, they
situation.
turned the lights off on him. That was harsh. I was like, bro, show some fucking respect, man.
It's freaking Triple H.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I understand the gimmick. I didn't like it. I don't appreciate it. It was truly disrespectful. This man's career deserved.
I have to say that I have gotten the opportunity to watch his entrance at 2 different WrestleManias, and his entrances are always fucking top notch. He puts on a show. He is either like, he had like 7 different Harleys come down the ring when we were in Orlando, and then when we were in Dallas, like Dallas was like epic. He had the whole like bone mask thing and like women wrestlers that were dressed in like also bone masks. It was like his entrances are always so epic, and I understand that's Mania, but this should have been big.
It should have been bigger.
They could have done something.
They really could have. He deserved it. It was unfair. It moved me to see Ric Flair cry. And when he was like, don't let Shawn Michaels kick you in the end. I was like, because you know what's going to happen. What else is going to happen? But, we didn't get that because it was lame. Stephanie calling in and calling Shawn Michaels. Where is it? Shawn Michaels. What am I doing? Oh, here it is. Wrong page. Calling him a lazy-eyed, a good for no good lazy-eyed son of a bitch. And I was like, yes, Steph. Yes, queen. Don't let that motherfucker bully you on freaking TV.
That's right.
Don't do it. Vince is also.
I can't.
Vince McMahon is a bully. He should treat his son-in-law better. Paul deserves better.
That's a work. That whole thing is a work.
Of course. It's
been going for years. They have to be like best friends.
Yeah, they're besties. They definitely golf together.
He's his son.
I picture like Vince McMahon like cutting a wedding cake for some reason, and like Triple H with his arms around him also cutting the wedding cake because they're like besties, and Vince is so small compared
and
to
Stephanie's just standing on the side like.
We should email him. Vince, this is what we thank you in Triple H.
This is a fantastic photo op for you.
You do of the 25th anniversary. You should get a cake.
Get a cake.
Dot.
But bottom line, what I want to get to with Triple H's entire like homage thing is that he deserved better.
Yeah.
We as fans deserve better.
Yeah, we did.
We really did. We had, or at least, well, not me, but fans have stood by Triple H for decades. 25 years. I remember my very first interaction with the whole Triple H idea. Like I told you guys before, I didn't used to watch wrestling. So 6th grade, my classmates were talking about Triple H, and I've heard Gen X and Triple H. So I just put Triple X together, and everybody laughed at me and whatever. But I was in 6th grade, I was in 6th grade. I didn't know what I was doing. And he was brand new. He was a brand new baby. No, he was not, but almost. And he's been a solid constant in my life when it comes to wrestling. I would have expected to at least like I would say with bombos y platillos, like with the whole spiel, the whole shebang. I needed him to go out with a bang.
And I also think they could have
happen.
done it. Like, I think they
could have
like something at least better than what it was.
They have been bombarding us with so much media. Triple H's 25th, blah 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 blah. Like we've been seeing that for so many weeks up until this Friday, and it was just meek.
Yeah.
It was
mild at best.
Yes. And that's my input, my 2 cents. And
should we, I know we're like kind of running short for time, but should we quickly get into what in the wrestling world? Because I think there is something that we need to address.
Yes, please.
What in the wrestling world? That could be our intro.
What in the wrestling world?
You can
I don't know what that accent was. What in the wrestling world? That was, I don't know what's happening. Sometimes my accents like bleed into other accents, and I'll like start like Irish, and then I'll be like, that's Jamaican. What's happening?
I'm Jamaican no matter what, so like whatever I try to do always ends up being either Jamaican or really offensive like Indian, and it can't work.
Yep.
It out.
Mm-hmm. Whenever I try to do an Australian
what's happening in
accent,
the wrestling world, hit me with the
So
news.
we need to talk about our little baby of a friend, NXT's Patrick Clark, aka Velveteen Dream, who was of sending naked pickies
allegedly
to a minor or a couple of minors, as I read. I just have his tweet that he put out addressing it. He said, I did not communicate inappropriately with anyone. A private photo of mine was shared without my consent or knowledge, and I am working with a third party to look into this matter. So I just felt like we needed to bring that up because it is big in the wrestling world, and I also just finished the R. Kelly documentary, so something is in the forefront of my mind.
Right.
Connecting the dots. So I just want to hear what you guys think about it.
I hope it's not true, and I hope he's not lying to us. My whole MO is that I always have to believe the victim first.
Yes.
And if that's what they're saying is happening, then until you show me that that's not what happened, then I have to believe the victim. I'll be obviously really fucking disappointed. I really like Velveteen.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's like really disappointing if that's true. And it'll completely ruin him for me forever, and there's no going back.
I mean, he's gonna be ruined, period. Like, how does he come back from this?
Well, yeah, he's always gonna have. I know. I mean, I hope that there's a way that they can give us some concrete information, but otherwise,
I will say though too that like, I think it was sent on like a Reddit conversation, right? Am I right in saying that? I don't remember.
Anyways, you would know more than me. I just found out about this today.
Yeah. I just like.
No. I heard about it. Like I read about it. I think you're correct. I think it was a subreddit, but I'm not totally sure. In all honesty,
like,
I was told.
Like who sends their dudes out like that? Just like willy-nilly. Literally.
It is my understanding.
Willy-nilly. Nilly-willy.
Yes. It is my understanding that he said that he got hacked. Now, whether or not that's true, I do not know. I have never claimed to have
hard, though, because any single time any celebrity claims that they're hacked, that means that they weren't hacked.
Correct.
Right.
Like, who do we believe? Do I think it was plausible? Yes. Do I think it's what happened? I don't want to comment.
It's also like not a leak. It's not a leak, you know? So like, I feel like when you have your pictures leaked, it's such a like invasion of your personal privacy,
right?
But it's not a leak. Like something was sent specifically to someone else,
right?
Like who's gonna go on and be like, I found naked pictures of Velveteen Dream, let me send them to this 15-year-old. Like I just don't see it.
Well, basing my experience in an episode of last season's Catfish.
Plug for Catfish,
right? Plug for Catfish.
We are not affiliated with Catfish.
We're not affiliated with Catfish or Neve in any way. They like had this person who was like in charge of his semi-famous cousin's like social media. And so he was like sending up a shit ton of dick pics and asking for nudes from like a plethora of subjects. But it's like we're talking about more than one underage person at this point.
Yes.
It's just tough. It's hard. It's tough.
Yeah.
I just with jury, I'm on jury side. I'm with the victim.
Yeah, always.
always.
There's
It
something
makes me
about
really
like
sad.
there's also something about like a female collective. I like
Mhm.
I'm instantly protective of anyone.
Especially an underaged
Yes,
female.
I'm instantly protective of anyone that's younger than me. I'm also instantly protective of anyone that's older than me. Like, I know that my nickname may be Princess Jellybean, but like, I will throw down if it comes to it. And I'm small, but I'm also scrappy.
Chiquita pero picosa.
Yeah, but
Well,
that's the thing too, is that like I'm so fast to like I'm so fast to just like step behind anyone that claims anything like that, because I also think like why would you?
Why would she lie?
Right.
Why make this up? Why target this specific person with ill intentions to just be like, oh, you are gonna be my target, and I'm gonna make sure that your life is a nightmare. No, but it's unlikely. It's unlikely. It sounds far-fetched. I have no reason to doubt a child.
Yeah.
So, I mean, there are plenty of reasons to doubt a child,
note,
but you know what I mean.
We have to end on a dark note, but here's hoping to that's that she's okay.
Shall we say
I guess we'll see.
Shall we say our faves, since this was such a downer?
No, I didn't mean to bring a downer into our episode. I just felt like we needed to address it.
We have to address it. You were totally right.
We shouldn't end on that. Let's hope that everything gets resolved and we get our
Also, I was today years old when I was also stalking Lacey Evans' Instagram and realized that she lives on a real ass farm with like chickens and shit.
All right.
And she like drives a tractor.
Oh yeah.
Well, I don't know.
All right.
Her. Okay, Listen. Well, should we talk about our next episode and our Instagram and stuff too?
Take it away, Jury.
Yes. Okay. Next episode will be Tuesday. We're gonna release on Tuesdays from here on out. To try to get everything together, so look out for that. We are officially available on iTunes.
Yay!
So you guys can catch our podcast throughout there. You can also follow us on Instagram and Twitter at FaceBeatPod. Like us on Facebook, FaceBeat Heels High Podcast. And if you guys have anything that you think we should talk about or know, feel free to email us at facebeatpodcast@gmail.com.
Yes.
Should we just like really quickly our favorite moments of the week?
Yeah.
Yes. You start.
Me start?
Yes.
Okay, well.
You were already talking.
All right, you're right. Surprise to no one. My favorite moment is Drew McIntyre taking Seth Rollins' head in his hands and smashing it on the table, and therefore giving him an ass whooping that I cannot wait to see 1 week from Sunday. That's my favorite moment. Drew McIntyre killing the worm that is Seth Rollins. The end. Next.
I stand by Nia bulldozing the crap out of Asuka and Shayna. I truly, that was glorious. That battle cry, just like her movement, just like that momentum of her about to kill somebody with her body.
Yes.
It's just, it makes me happy every single time I see her. And whenever she's on the mic, she's not great at the mic. She's getting better. But whenever she's on the mic, I'm happy.
Wait, I know that we're like really short for time, but I did just see a note that I want to bring up. Was it just me? Am I crazy? Or was Drew McIntyre's breathing into that microphone ridiculously loud?
Was it?
Yeah, go back and watch it.
I have to. I was too busy screaming at Seth to listen to anything.
You have to go back and listen to it.
No. I know what you're talking about. I don't disagree. I was like, hi, buddy. What's going on?
Yeah, no. If he wasn't talking, I was definitely screaming at the TV. I'm
going to go with my favorite moment being Dexter Lumis making the tag with Velveteen because I just like him a lot. I don't know why. I can't put my finger on it.
He's great. Since you started sending us the Instagram, like his Instagram post, I was like, I already knew that I was a fan.
Yes.
I now have his T-shirt in my cart for the I'm totally getting me a shirt. Have you seen it?
Just his eyes.
Just his eyes looking like I'm about to mesmerize you. His eyes are very like Great Gatsby situation. You know what I mean?
Yes.
And I'm like, ooh, this is so
like,
disturbing.
Are you
I need it.
Mental patient? Like, what's your zhuzh? I need to know because I like it. I'm here for it, but
I'm totally here for
I don't know what it is yet.
It's like, I don't know. Like he is banking on that whole Dexter persona situation. Very, very serial killery, but not quite there.
I like it.
I appreciate it. Like,
anyways,
that's our episode,
guys. We'll see you next week. Bye.